Good afternoon. We've decided to start doing some more content for the YouTube channel. It's been a while since we've done any, so today we're gonna focus on semen collection and inseminating imprints. I'm gonna do one or two. I've just had a Falcon lay an egg actually, so that's quite handy. So she needs done anyway. So if there's any questions that you're going to want to ask, because sometimes I ramble on and I say stuff that I presume everybody knows what I'm talking about, and if you don't be shy to ask, because if this is not what you do for a living or you're not familiar with it, you'll not know what I'm talking about. So as I say, don't be shy, feel free to ask anything you like, and if there's any key words I say and you don't understand what they are, as I say, just say, and I'll explain them. Now, what I do and what other people do is some might do the same thing, do different things, but at the end of the day, this is what I do. It's not a tutorial, it's just what we do, how we go about things. So, that said, we'll go and collect some semen first, and then Falcon's just laid just 5 minutes ago, so we'll give it another 15 minutes or something before we go and stick a shot in, and you'll know what I mean when I come to do it. Right, we'll get the hat. As you've seen in other videos, this is where very rough compilation hat, but it's good, if not better than anything you're going to find. We've got Falcons that's got to be on the head, we've got Falcons that would just put this on the floor, and we've got this Falcon here that's been about 10 years on the head and now he wants to be on the floor. So we're going to try and wrangle this. I'm going to hide this on the floor across there, and then you'll be able to video from here, hopefully. Normally I put it here, so I hope it doesn't bother them. Come on then, son. This one he's got to be on the hat. You're looking on the floor. What I mean is, it's got to be on the head. Doesn't matter how many years you do this, it never stops you feeling like a plonker. That's a good boy. He's only 3 years old. He gave semen for the first time last year. I don't know if you can see run there. Black gold that. He's a good boy. Good boy. We'll go collect this and we'll maybe put it in a Falcon, huh? You'll have seen this Falcon last year. This is the one Chip, the two we got from America. Chip and Chad, the two terrible names. That's not Chad, by the way. He moved. Okay, so this is where I keep my semen. Okay, daughter's been having a tidy up, so I cannot find anything. Eppendorf for putting it in. A little pointy one of them for to collect it. So, and that's it. Thing. Okay, so it's just getting it up there, and there's some there. They're just little points. So you transfer it to one of them. If you breed falcons, go and put the kettle on. I'm sure you've seen this before. That's some of it. Let's get a little bead on that. There's some more there. Yep, that's that. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I'll keep that one for later because it's the freshest one, and I've got a one that we haven't had very long. So that's off the same male. Okay. So I'm going to go and put that in a falcon now. Time to she lay. Time she lay? Was it 20 past? A bit more time yet. Right, so that's there. We'll go and try another meal. Ready? You'll not be bothered. Boy. There, and there, and there. Show you how much of this is. I don't use him from. I don't need this, so I don't usually collect it. I usually collect it for friends and there's such like if they're short. But other to that, he's sold actually. He's gone to Korea. What we got? Got a canny bit. Got a canny bit. This falcon, he was for sale for 2 years, and nobody bought him because some people are untrusting that they're going to give semen. But as they can see, they missed out on a bargain because around about now, when they haven't got semen, they wish they had him sitting in aviaries or chambers or whatever you like to call them. So there you go. And he'll give you that 3 times a day, no danger. I'm going to go put a shot into somebody now, so I'm going to use a different tip, a long one. No puns. And I'm using this one because these ones, wherever they are, they're a little bit severe and they're a little bit proggy. These are a lot softer, and I'm not going to get on with extensions and stuff. So here we are. Some people use extender. There's extender in them, but I rarely use it at this time of the year. And the extender is for what it says on the tin. Extend. So if that was just a wee little bit, you would put extender in to give you more volume, but there's more than enough volume there for a peregrine. But if it was only that much, you would get 50% semen, 50% that. Gives you more to handle and inseminate with. So what I do is, there's nothing technical, nothing stays in the fridge, stays in here, corridor temperature. As the season gets warmer, it doesn't make any difference, all stays in there. I do not warm it up. It's stupid warming it up. Think about it. That tip is thin, right? So you warm that up. I used to do it myself. I used to put it in my gob and warm it up, and then you get to the falcon and you draw it up. How long do you think it takes for that? That's not hot, it's just at best 37 degrees at best to cool down again if you put in that tip. It goes back to killed. So I never warm it up ever. No, I'll mix it, and by mixing it, I'll show you if we can get a little closey uppy. Now you can see the little cloud at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that or not?
Yeah.
Right. Now then, I don't even know if that's semen or not, but it's anyway. So what I do is I just put that in there, and I just gently draw it up, put it back, 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 and then I'll relieve it a little bit, and then there you go. So that's armed. I don't know. Can you see that, Eric, Laura? Yep. Willow. Right, Willow. Hiya. Oh, what you got? Oh, Savory. You in the back of it? Right. So, here's what we're doing. Can you see that? That'll act like a bit like your old auntie at a New Year's Eve party when she's trying to put the lips on you. There you go. There you go. See, no, that's her drawing that in. Okay. You see that? Like I say, New Year's party, auntie's one of our kids trying to put the lips on you after 12 o'clock. That's that's what it's like. Get away from me. Right, a little bit more. Out left, all gone. So I'll be back in about 20 minutes to put another shot in, because when I've got it, like double up. So that's her, and I'll take the egg when I come back. I've got 3 of these boards. Quite simple, really handy. I've got one for that section of Falcons, another for that section, and another for the section above. Names, because we've got names for the kids. That one we've just AI'd and inseminated is Willow. So the day is the 14th. Is the 14th, is it? 14th. So all we'll do is, she laid it, what time did she lay? 4:20. So it's 4:20, 20, and that's a PM, and then that's chip. This is easy to look at. In the blue, they're covering shots. So tomorrow, I'll put another shot there for her. The main reason why I put covering shots is because sometimes you get a falcon skipping. Regular round about egg 6, 7. Because we egg pull, we take the eggs away, you would let them lay clutch, sit on the eggs for a week. So it's taken a good week or a bit more to lay the eggs. Then they're going to sit on the eggs for a week. Then they're going to wait till about 14 days before they start again. And then they're going to go through all that time to lay eggs again. So your season's getting longer. The semen off the jerkins is getting a bit sketchy. So if I can, there's only one falcon on here I cannot egg pull. I just take the eggs. The lay an egg, I take it. The lay an egg, I take it. A bit like a chicken, to be fair. And the number I take varies, depends on the female and egg quality. Covering shot is a shot. That shot I've just put in there now on Willow. She's just laid an egg, and that's the main shot for fertilising the next egg that's coming. But a covering shot, if she skips an egg, so she should lay an egg about 56 hours time from now, give or take. Different birds is different, but around about 2.5 days they're gonna lay again. Now then, if they don't lay again and you've only relied on what I've just put in, there's a good chance when she does lay, because we're making hybrids between Ger Falcons and Peregrine Falcons, there's a good chance that the next egg will be infertile. But if you keep putting a shot in between eggs as well, that'll cover for any eggs that get skipped. And as I was about to say, it's regular that they'll skip around about egg 6, because that would be the end of the natural cycle, clutch of eggs. So sometimes they just lay all the way through, but some of them will skip. And what we mean by skip, instead of laying today, they'll lay tomorrow afternoon or the next day. That's a skip. So there's basically an egg missing. So if they lay 8 eggs, they miss one in the middle, so it actually breaks them up. So that's why I like to put a shot in between. I can't put enough in, mate. So it's either I put the semen in the Falcons or chuck it in the bin. So guess where I'm putting it. So red is eggs laid and blue is covering shots. You can see there, egg laid there, covering shot, egg laid there. And what this board does is, I know it looks rough but it makes sense. When I come walking by, sometimes I'll put covering shots in the morning, and then I come by in the afternoon thinking I haven't done it because the breeding season's like one long day. So you end up putting another shot in a couple of hours later or something. So all I do is I come here, so tomorrow being the 15th, I'll look on here, she needs one, she needs one, she needs one. They need one, she'll lay today, she'll lay the day. So all these Falcons are going to need covering shots tomorrow. Again, if you've got any questions, just ask. But that's where it is. And then once we get to the bottom of the board, we'll just wipe that off and start again. That's all we'll do. And it's just a quick visual. I'm going to go and look at computers and books and papers and that. I can just walk by at a glance, see that needs a shot. I'll go and put a shot in when I've got a bit spare. Other people will have different ideas what they want to do, and I don't care really. As long as it's successful for you, crack on. We've got great fertility, doing it this way. So I'm not going to change. We'll put a shot in that Falcon, in a willow. I always put 2 shots in if it's possible. I put 1 shot in at about 20 minutes after the lay, and I put the other shot in around about 40 minutes. There's no hard and fast reason for this. It's just my preference, that's all. As I say, the fertility is pretty good, so why change? Well, putting 2 shots in, I put 2 shots in every egg if possible. It gets later when you haven't got enough semen to go around. You even starting to get the point where you got to split shots. So, and you'll see a marked difference in the fertility then. So at this point we've got plenty. So for example, last night I had 6 layer through the night. That was 12 shots. And I don't use extender on any of it, as I explained earlier, unless I'm desperate. So as we're at, I'm gonna put a shot in about 5 minutes. Then I'm going to take the egg and then I'm going to bring it here, and as my daughter just says, you can put it on the system and acknowledge it. I know, that's what I thought. Granddad jokes. So I'm going to put it on the system and show you how to do that. I've raved about this system before. I'm not getting anything out of it. David doesn't even give us discount. I didn't get a birthday card or nothing. But I do like this system. Anybody can use this. You don't have to be a tech whiz with computers, because believe me, I'm not like. So we'll go along now. We'll wang that shot in, and I'll we'll video it again just so you see it a second time, and then we'll come along and process the egg, show you exactly what I do with eggs. There's going to be people saying, well, I don't do that and I don't do this, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't care. I don't care. Crack on, do what you like. I'm me and I'm doing what me likes to do. So we'll go do that and then we'll see you back here in a minute. Right, shot number 2 for her. So again, you see this, that's me just mixing it. Yeah, right, so just nice and steady. There you go, it's loaded. Hold that on there, because I'm a tramp. Come on then. Oh, I know. Oh, you so sick. There you go. Like a pro. So you get a little bit left, so I'll just stick that in as well. There you go. We'll just snaffle the egg. Still, see, I'm still standing, still drawn, so there's no hurry. Just let that go on. Don't be in such a hurry. Stick that there a second, so I can get that out of my mouth. And there you go. Okay, girl. Good girl. Hi, girl. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on then. Come on then. Right. A good way when you've got a falcon due to lay, here's what I do. Hi gal, give it a little look. Oh, there you go. There you go. She's standing there. And what I do is, that finger, so a little feel there. Oh, I know. Feel for an egg. Just with your finger, you can feel. And what you're looking for, and it's not easy on Jers and Jersakers, by the way, but peregrines is dead easy. It's like feeling for a golf ball in your pocket. When they're near to lane, you can feel really easy, but just be careful, right? So, with a Sharpie, I know this is egg 46. Sometimes I've got to check on the system, but I know, crap, being busy all day with eggs, I know it's 46. So it's on the system, it'll come up with salt 46. 46, okay? So on there, and weight, this weight is 4809. So you'll see a lot on videos, you'll see me with stuff on the back of my hands, 0 to 9. Okay, right, that's that done. This brooder has a tub of F10 mixed with water, and it keeps it warm. So the reason why we use F10, I use F10, other people don't use anything, is I clean the egg, it disinfects the egg, then after it goes in the incubator, it never gets touched with my hands. I always wear one of them suckers to try and keep bacteria out, because there's one thing about incubators, they're good for eggs, but they're better for bacteria. So in there, if there's any bits of crap, we'll just gently rub that off, right? A little bit of crap there. We'll get that off. There you go. We'll just stick that there to dry a bit. You've got to put that back on, because believe it or not, it gets cold if you haven't got the lid on it. So I'll do that. Got the size. I'll tell you what I'm going to do this time. I don't normally do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to measure length and breadth. I'll show you why. I'll show you why. So we're going to get that back out. My hands has been an F10 now, so they should be pretty cleaner. Right, I'll come back to here. I meant to do this. I thought it would do it. So, right. So the length is. Okay, that's good. 52.12. So 52.12. That's the length. The width is, got to be a bit careful because I've got it wet to get a bit slippy, these things. So you've got to get it on there nice and gently, and then you rotate it, because that egg's not round, by the way. You'll get so tight spots and slack spots. So that's basically that size. It's 40.86, and I'll tell you why that is in a minute. I'll put this in here, dry off. If you put them in a contact incubator, the ones with the bags, and you put them with F10 after they've been F10, but you put them in wet, they can stick to the bag. So while I'm doing this on the system, that egg will dry out enough to put it in. Right, this is the program that basically runs me. I run the farm, this runs me. So it's got everything on. It's just like having the farm on a computer. It's got all your chambers, your birds, your dead birds. It's got everything. It's got more stuff on here than I could explain. So what we're going to do is we'll go to egg management, which is this. You can get onto birds, transfer birds, breeding stock, all the rest of it. You can do reports, you can do permits, all the rest of it. But we're not. We're going to stick an egg on here. Click new. So the date, obviously you can change the date if it's a clutch that was laid a week ago or whatever, you can, all the rest of it. But obviously that was just laid now, and that was laid at 4:20. So that would be 16:20, wouldn't it? 20, and then that would be 16:20. 20. So you have a laid between times. So if you've got an egg, you're getting out of bed. You went to bed at 12 o'clock at night and you're getting to bed at 6 o'clock in the morning, and there's an egg, and you haven't got any cameras, it's obviously been laid between 12 and 6. So that's what you would put on there. Okay, you can put location if you've got a pair, as an example. You can just say a pair was in chamber 10. You can just click onto chamber 10 and that'll just autofill. Okay, but these are imprints and different, I'm using different dads and stuff, so I just do it this way. Now that Falcon that's just laid was a one called Willow. There's Willow. Okay, so you just double click that, then we'll go into there. The dad passes that book please across there. Now I keep a book just for reference. When a Falcon's been laid, AI'd, they're all on here, all the Falcons that's laid. So that was Willow. So as I was saying earlier, two and a half days or something before June laying. So the day being the 14th, 13th, 12th, she laid on the 12th. So there she is, laid first egg, AI'd with Steve, then a one called Bracken, are both white. So we'll just put that to do with Steve because the first shot was Steve. So we'll just go do it there. Steve, that's this female, because we've bred a lot of Falcons from this female. The average pip time is 30.3 days. That's the average. Okay, so there you go. And that was a sample size of 8 eggs. So the average of 8 eggs pipping. That was the that's from there. So we've just weighed it. The time is what? 17:25. So we'll just call it 17:25. We go there. It's the day's date, and then that there's 17:25, and then that began the first recorded weight, which is on the back of my hand, 48.09. And now you're thinking, why did I not put it on the paper? Because I forgot I was going to measure them. That's why. So length 52.12, and then width 40.86. If I've got my facts right, the more you do that, and to be honest, I never do it. Not with imprints, not when I've just took the egg, I've basically seen it being laid. But this is great for pairs. The more you put the length and breadth in and a weight, so the computer, I believe, calculates the best formula, KW formula, and that's that there. If I didn't put a weight in, or if I said that egg was laid a week ago, it wouldn't accept the first weight because it's obviously not a fresh weight. It would calculate it, and that would click up, and then that would be the formula used. Okay, incubation started. I'm just going to put it in at the same time as it was weighed, because basically it was 17:25. Right, incubator. It's got into, I've got 4 contacts. It's a weight contact 2, which is the one with 2 behind it. Okay, there. Now then, AI voluntary, dipped in F10, and then if the eggs, for whatever reason, incubation ended and that's it there. Now then, what you can do is, so I'm going to save that, saved, and if I go and close it, open it, right, and then I've gone to there, there's your 46 up. As I've said in the past video, they've only got one name, they've only got one number. There you go. So if I've gone back to here, it says move from contact. That means, because we only put them in a contact for about 10 days, then we'll move them to a normal 4-star incubator. All right, so a 4-star incubator, the contact incubator is the one you've just seen in there. They're bags. They've got they're basically a bag, comes, sits on top of the egg, just like a chicken would or a bird would, and it that's what heats the egg. Bottom of the egg's cold, top of the egg's warm. The embryo inside the egg can move up and down. I don't know if you can see my hand going up and down. So the embryo, if it's too hot, it can just migrate down a little bit inside the egg and adjust its own little microclimate. But as the chick gets bigger, it can't do that so well. So we just put them in for, personally, some people do for 2 weeks, but I do it for roughly 10 days. And then they'll get chased from there, from the incubator they're in, example this incubator, to a forced air incubator, which is just a heated box, if you don't know what an incubator is. But what we do is we would go to egg movement, okay, and then you'd move the eggs from there to another incubator, okay, and you'd put it in. I'm not going to do it now because I've got to just check something on the incubator before I move them later on. What it does is when you click on an egg at any time, you know where it is, because if you've got, 10 incubators and you're looking for egg number 52 and you remember what incubator you put it in the beginning, but you've never kept checking it after that, they take a bit of hunting out when you've got a lot of eggs. So you turn in every egg, look for 52. So we don't do that. So this just keeps track, so I can just click on it at any time, tells you what incubator it's in, I can go straight to it. These later, they'll go red 3 days before they're due to pip. What the pip is, when the chick makes the first little dent in the process of hatching, and from the first little tip, what we call it a pip, it'll take 2 to even 3 days to hatch. But this will inform you. So I can click on the incubator, come in 6 o'clock in the morning with my coffee, look at this, and there'll be an egg grade, and I have to keep an eye on that. And then once it pips, you tell the system that it's pipped, and then see, pip and hatch. So you just got to pip and hatch. It's pipped then between then. So you've gone to bed 12 o'clock at night, getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's pipped between 12 and 6. So that's as simple as that. And actual pip time will come up in there, and you can put notes in and all the rest of it. And then again, you repeat that for the hatching time. Then the chick will go on to a female. You move the chick just like you did the egg. So you can go on, chick number 20 is in with Willow, Mary, Katie, anybody, if that makes any sense at all. So that's it. So that's it for egg data. So that's an eggs on the system now, and I hope you agree that was easy to do. I touched on the other video a little bit more in depth than this, but for weights, you just weigh an egg after it's been incubated for a while. It's fertile and that, and you just wait, stick your weight in there, click on that, put the weight in, and it'll give you an automatic graph, as in this one. Just going to that one. Right, so that's the weight it's running at. It's a little bit on the lower side. I'll get it up, but it's a graph. There it is. Sorry, low. I said low side, so it's the high side. So that there, I've already put a hole in it, and that just dropped in there nicely. So again, any questions, let us know, because this is all hot to me, but I'm sure it's not to some beginners or people that's just got a slight interest in it. Feel free. There's no daft questions, there's only daft answers. So that's it for that one. If you liked it, enjoyed it, and you want to see more, just click like and subscribe, please. proves that we're not just talking to ourselves. And it's nice, a little bit of feedback's nice. If there's any content or information you would like to make another film on, feel free, and we can just put it in the comments and we'll make it. It's not a problem, we'll get onto it. Anything you need to see done rather than explain, yeah, just ask away, type away, and we'll get back to you. And yeah, the next video I'm gonna make, I don't know, what do you think? What do you think we should do? We've done eggs. Don't think we've done hatching yet. We'll do some hatching eggs. I would love to show you me putting a unretracted yolk sac back, but then again, I really don't want to be doing that. I've got old footage of putting an unretracted yolk sac back. I think the method that we use is better than any method that is. My preference, but it saved a lot of Falcons. Saved a lot of Falcons, but I've only ever gotten one bottle of whiskey, funny enough. I don't even get a beer, but I've saved a lot of people. I've explained on the phone, well, somebody's done it, putting a yolk sac back, and they didn't even buy us a beer. What do you think of that? Female peregrine, saved its life, never got a beer off them. But another guy, his dad sells lots of chicks, sent us a bottle of whiskey and he didn't even put his name on it. I had to do some research to find out who it was. Just saying, you know. But yeah, so we'll do a video on chicks hatching. We're going to take us fishing in July. The plan is myself, Simon Hyam from Hyam Marine, one of the country's best boat engine engineers, and Ralphie Watts. We're going to go on a tour of Scotland, dragging a boat around, dragging fish on the boat, and I'm trying not to speak about Falcons because I'm on a holiday. Quickly, if anybody's needing boxes for shipping, get in touch with our agent and or us, because there's changes afoot on boxes, I believe. And if you need to order any, get in touch and we'll sure we can accommodate. But time's a ticking because I'm not standing 10 o'clock at night in July because I'm going fishing. I'm going to Scotland to catch fish, lots of fish with the lads. And like and subscribe again. Thanks very much. Catch you later. Bye.